Hey guys, Trashman Matt here. Yeah, this video was shot on Thursday, and there was a very fatal crash that happened basically right in front of a few of my coworkers, and they tried to help the guy, and it didn't go too well. It was a head-on collision with a sedan and a dump truck that did make the news, and unfortunately, that could have been any one of us. We travel through that road all the time, and I'm sorry for the family that lost a life. Yeah. So you're going to hear me talk about it and everything else because I was shook up by it and everybody else was. Even though I was not present when this happened, I was actually still at the yard because I had an issue with the transmission. And unfortunately, I didn't see what they saw, but one of the coworkers did explain to me a very gruesome scene. And yeah, it kind of just affected us all. Other than that, good video here. I'm doing my Thursday route, I'm doing my thing. Enjoy the video. It is too much allergies messing with my nose to have the window down, so we're driving the windows up from now on. Sorry about that. Get the vent on too a little bit. By the way, happy Thursday. This is all we see. We have Recycle joining us today as well. We are a little bit behind. There was unfortunately a fatal accident, and I'll elaborate more on that on the voiceover at the beginning of the video. So, yep, this is my job. Love my job. It's like a video game. Stop, pick up the can, dump the can, give it a good shake, flip the lid, set it back down, retract your claw, make sure nobody's around you. Springtime, there's just a lot of activity. It's going to be a beautiful day, a little overcast, so there will be joggers, there will be bicyclists, kids going to school and stuff. So we're going to be safe today. Construction is still ongoing, so we do have to make our backing maneuver again, and that's just because, again, the construction. person here separated their cans perfectly. Gave it enough distance in between the cans so there's no worry about me knocking over, making a mess of a second can or anything else. But I also think the other guys have been through here. They're both recycling trash, because you can see the lid's flipped here, the way the cans are moved around. That's an indicator here that recycle's doing this, especially like that right there. So we have a wrapper rail that's running recycle, another ZR that is running trash, and that's kind of where the mixed fleet's going to be at for a minute. We do have more trucks coming in, ZRs, both electric and CNG, and we'll see who gets them. I mean, I got my truck, I like my truck, even though there is an issue that's developed with her. Something's going on with the transmission, so she might have to go to the shop and get that sorted out. But other than that, she's still a good truck, brand new, and gotta take care of her. I'm gonna do some serious housekeeping too when I get back at the end of the day. So some people are questioning about my mirror locations. So I use the bottom mirror here to monitor the claw when I'm grabbing below, but I use this mirror to watch my surrounding around it. Gives me a better picture of what's going on. That is cardboard. There is a leaf. Alright, I'll do it this one time. Trying to destroy the lid. Okay. It's a little too small for the claw, so I don't want to destroy it. And I know this kid's a garbage truck fan, and they don't normally put that out, so, and they didn't have their green waste and it was green, so I do it once. Then that's more for just customer service. I mean, come on, they're not really getting nothing out of that. But normally I pass it up, but today I felt about being nice. So we're 92 cans in on the route, and we've been here for about 30 minutes. Because I didn't get here till about 6:30, so almost an hour. By the way, I obviously use this one to watch my clearing, the top mirror. So, obviously, this Peterbilt design is pretty solid. I mean, it's your standard issue. You have your doghouse with all the PTO controls. Then we have our can counter and other instruments, basically resulting arm rotations and how many minutes the pump's been on and how many arm and stuff. Tablet mount, we have our dual drive, so left or right, dual control on the joystick, and yeah, dual set Dual set of ACs for the lower ACs, which also run as defroster, radio. And then we have what I call the good AC, because these things work when they're great. The red dot. It's a secondary AC unit that works wonders, especially in the hotter months. And obviously underneath me is the engine compartment. Right behind me is the exhaust manifold. Then obviously we have the ZR body behind it, the McNeilus ZR. There's something stuck on the blade that's causing stuff to congregate onto the blade. I don't know. I haven't been able to figure it out, so I'm gonna have to, probably when I go dump, I'm gonna have to crawl my ass back there and get it off. Today's route is pretty heavy. I'm going to be picking up about anywhere between 850 to probably 1,000 cans. And that's just because obviously a lot of this is really nice homes that got a lot of landscaping on them. So, yeah. And then we go into a gated community that has its own private lake. You don't see it from where we operate, but it does congregate a lot of, same thing, a lot of stuff. And it's a retirement facility, so a lot of retirees and everything else, so they're very particular about their cans. So even though we only pick up very light to moderate loads out of these cans, but a lot of the cans are out, so it's just time consuming. Then also there's 8 quarts I have to go into, which obviously quarts are time consuming because you gotta stop, you gotta be safe, you gotta back around and do everything else. And sometimes you have to get out and move cans because, well, let's be honest, people don't know how to park in quarts. They'll nosedive in the quart, they'll park so close to the can to where you can't get it. And I understand because, well, let's be honest, before I got into this gig, I was doing the same damn thing. I never crossed my mind. So it's not a, I don't take it personally. Now, telemarketers, I do take personally. Try to get under that flap so it doesn't get stuck on the paw. Alright. Alright, let's go. These type of trees right here that you see, those during the fall months and we get a good storm which pushes all their little pine needles down, everything else, those damn things will pack the truck out because they don't crush, they just compile. And you can see there's a lot of them over here. So we have one can in this quart, let's go get it. See that what we got hanging there, so what I'm gonna do, is obviously I'm gonna be safe about this, but I am going to arc ourselves a little better, pull the blade all the way back. I don't know why, but this horn has been acting up lately. Been riding it up, and we're waiting on parts. So now, I did that on purpose to use gravity. Firmly step on my brake, and you can see I knocked the stuff down. I'm gonna do it again here too when I back up. And Given that 7:30 in the morning, and see what I mean? I don't want to hit the air horn because I do not want to piss off these people. Okay, and I did that again intentionally because, well, I'm trying to get that stuff off the blade. And now I'm gonna run the packer. So there's something there. There has to be like a piece of wood or something that's right there on that lip. There's a lip there. Something is there that's causing that to congregate. Normally it doesn't congregate like that. And obviously you learn that from driving these trucks. So most likely I'm gonna have to climb up there and deal with that when I go dump. It's an annoyance, but it's not a issue to where I have to stop on route and do something about it. Coming to our little temporary backing area. And it's very temporary because it's literally just that. And this is all because of the road work. And this little neighborhood's nice. I mean, it's beautiful, cosmetically speaking and everything else. And if you got $1 million to buy a house here, yeah, these homes are going for easily probably $1 million a piece, or damn near, which I never afford working here, unfortunately. But then again, I know my place. I'm not that intelligent, so I know my place. Just gonna make sure there ain't a can up here. See what this client did, how they put their can right there on the road clothesline. I mean, how do you expect us to grab that? If obviously we're gonna have the truck and grab it, but there it is again. Ain't working again. See? Again, waiting on a part. I already been writing it up. They just haven't got the part yet. It's like something's loosening with the wire's loose or something. There's one cart there that we're gonna have to grab. We're gonna do exactly like what the trash driver did last week, what I saw him do. Yeah, there's definitely some type of loose wire there or something that's not responding to the code. And when I did Citrus Heights, was working on a day before I transferred here, this was a daily occurrence. So if I remember correctly, there was one right behind this truck. ain't gonna work. I was gonna do that, but then I realized the arm being out, it wasn't going to work. So, and there's no way for me to retract the arm doing it manually. So, on to the next. Did it again, sorry. Got an itch in my head that's bothering me. So, coming back out to the main part of the route, this section. Basically, there's 4 sections on this route. And normally I can fit 2 on a, I guess when I say on the lighter season, I can fit 2 sections per load. But then on the heavier side, sometimes it takes a section and a half or less. And today, I'm thinking we're gonna do our 2 sections, and I don't think we're going, or 2 sections each, because even though the weights it feels heavy because of just the bulk, the fluffiness of the grass that we're picking up and everything else, but we're coming in underweight. Like, at least the truck can carry 10 tons, and I'm coming in, even though I build really heavy, I come in about 7 to 8 tons. 9 on depending on what day it is. So that means to me, it's like the truck is feeling heavier than it actually is. And that just means the weight's on the rear axle. So when the weight's on the rear axle, you can feel it in the truck, but the weight also gives it away on the tires. If you start seeing the tires stretch a little bit, then you can get a better judgment. But the reality is, it's all an educated guess because we don't have Unlike the rental I had, which the Freightliner Econoc XD had a scale on it. This truck does not. So I'm just making the educated guess. Obviously, you go overweight, that could be your license. That's that ain't Republic, that's DOT rules. So I'd rather come in underweight than overweight. Worst thing you're gonna get is overtime. So we are 3 weeks, just under 3 weeks out, about 2.5 weeks to my adventure to the Midwest, and I'm very excited about that. Nice little bulky pop. Very excited about that. Weather does look to be active so far, at least long range models are indicating, so you know, obviously I'm not going out there hunting for one, but if one does turn up, I'm obviously going to take some pictures of it and video it. Because why? Well, because science, that's why. There he is. There's the trash driver. I don't know if he has his brights on or my eyes are just extra sensitive right now. Hey Bernie, check your brights.
What was it?
I think your brights are on. Check them real quick.
Yeah, they're on because I got low beam out.
10-4. No you don't. They look fine from here.
Well, I gotta, it keeps coming on and off basically, so I just leave my brights on. Right now my low beam dashboard light isn't saying anything, but it'll probably pop back on next time I hit a bump.
Yeah, you got a loose wire, just like I got a loose wire on my horn. Half the time it don't work.
Yeah, if we can never find it, I've been writing it up for about a month of that.
Yeah, 10-4. 10-4. I mean, you write shit up and then it doesn't get fixed. It gets frustrating after a while. See? And like I said, I'm not blowing my air horn at 7:30 in the morning. And the thing is that horn works fine. I've never had a problem with that horn. It's this one. And as you can see, I have the proof. It works when it wants to. And the only reason I backed up right there is just to make the turn. See, now it's working. So now my claw won't reach that, so I'm gonna come a little wide here. There it goes, not working again. Let's go. So we have the insides we gotta do, and then we'll come back and finish that outside behind us around to the front where we started, and then be taking my first 10, and then get back to work. about to go around me. Jesus. That thing really... People doing that just really annoys the hell out of me. Like, I'm moving, I'm taking off, and... Like, come on, bro. And after what we witnessed this morning and everything else about... Life is too short to be in a goddamn hurry. Like, relax. Most of your silly things are going to still be there. The trash is still going to be there. The I don't know why everybody is so obsessed with being in a goddamn hurry all the time. Like, all you're doing is hurrying to what? Hurrying to the end. That's the problem with society. Like, breathe. It's a damn rat race. Take a minute just to breathe. Is anybody else entertained by the raging moment that I'm having here? Because I'm watching this in editing. This is good. This is good. Out there. Not even looking. Again, in a goddamn hurry. And this is why we shouldn't be in a damn hurry. I don't know if you saw it, but that lady didn't even look. This is such... Again, it's just... yeah. I don't know. I mean, the trash is going to be there, so the worst thing you get is overtime. Approaching 200 on this section. beautiful dog walking in formation. Yeah. I miss my dog. My Wendy. Sorry, shedding a tear for my dog that passed away last year. Nothing. I mean, dogs are one-of-a-kind creatures. Like, no matter how long you're gone on a day and everything else, they're always excited to see you home. They're always, you know, very... My dog used to actually hug me when I would come home from work. And just happy to see me. And she passed away late last year. And yeah. I mean, I don't think about her. The only difference is that she wasn't as well behaved as that dog is right there. My dog. My dog was too busy trying to yank me down the street. And trying to fight anybody she saw too. Yeah, my dog was an asshole. But was a loving to family and a loving to, you know, to me. She listened to me. In fact, she's the reason I actually have this scar on my finger, because her and my sister's dog got into a fight. Well, more like my dog, Wendy, attacked her. And we were trying to separate them, and I got bit in the process. No different than getting punched in the face when I was breaking up a bar fight. Obviously, it hurt like hell, and I wanted to slap the shit out of the dog. But it wouldn't have been fair because, honestly, like I said, it was collateral damage. It wasn't like she was attacking me or nothing, so. And it wasn't my dog that bit me, it was my sister's dog. And my sister's dog, she unfortunately passed as well late last year. But she was a very loving dog. She never attacked anybody like that, except for... Well, she did attack my other dog I had, but that was a territorial dispute. But overall, she never attacked any humans that I know of. sharp pain in my left shoulder. It's alright. I'm okay. Just a sharp pain. That's what happens when you're in your 30s. Random pains start hitting you. And when you're in 40s, you can't get up out of bed in the morning. When you're in 50s, that's when it's really gonna hit you. When you're in your 60s, you're like, why am I even here? minutes behind schedule than I normally am, and that's because of the wreck and also the maintenance. I had to stop in the maintenance shop first thing in the morning because the transmission fluid was low. So, I mean, we're maintaining pace, so it's not like it's a problem. I mean, I'll just be done 30 minutes later than I normally am. Unless I run into something else too. And we will be detouring up Power Inn on the way back instead of going up Elko Florin because that was a fatality incident. So the road will be shut down for some foreseeable future. And that's basically it on that market. So that's going to slow us down a little bit more too. So yeah, in for a long day, gentlemen and ladies. So, but now we have finished our full first section, which is a total of 268 cans. So normally I can do about 450 coming in underweight. So the next section should be about 200 cans as well, give or take. So we're gonna go ahead and take care of that. And first, but I'm gonna go ahead and save some time, take my break, my 10-minute break. Then I'm gonna get back into it and I'll check with you guys later.